through your freedom.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Well, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. I want to talk to you about puppets. No, not Muppets, those cute little free creations of Jim Henson. Not puppets in the sense of Pinocchio. But I tell you what, maybe Pinocchio is the best way to describe the puppets that are out there. When the master pulls their strings, they move their hands, they move their lips, they obey. And now, years ago, when they first proposed Obamacare, Nancy Pelosi said, you have to pass the legislation before you can read the legislation. One of the grossest examples of absolute abject stupidity, and I'm being nice. That is one of the grossest examples, and we had to accept it. Do you think even Nancy Pelosi is stupid enough to believe that's how law works? That's how logic, reason, critical thinking, common sense? No, not at all. There was somebody pulling her strings. And the mainstream media, instead of calling it the most abject, absurd, ignorant, and stupid thing to ever come out of the mouth of a human being, they ignored it. They let it go. The people had to deal with it. We have puppets, folks, and puppets always have masters. This is why we need to be prepared, because as a free human being, ain't got no strings on me. Nobody controls me, folks. That's why I'm such a bad person. That's why I need to be censored. That's why you need to be censored. Now, Biden, the puppet. Would anyone believe that a man suffering from dementia, a dotard, a man in this condition can make an intelligent decision with forethought and care for his nation? Day one in office, kills the Keystone Pipeline, puts hundreds of thousands of people in economic and financial peril, businesses, families, towns, industries, done. Why would anyone do that to another set of human beings? He initiated on that day a strategy, folks, to deprive America of its oil, its energy. We need energy to move our cars, to move our trucks, to move our farm equipment, to move our food. So he did that. Started a chain reaction of energy shortage in our nation. Fuel prices have doubled, folks, and more. Then, a couple months ago, in response to the outcry of Americans, Biden says, I'm going to release and open the strategic oil reserves so we can reduce our cost. And the experts came out and said, you'll maybe reduce the cost of a gallon of fuel by 10 cents. 10 cents, folks, nothing on a gallon of gas that costs $5. And then we find out that the puppet, waving his hands and his feet and his mouth, and yakka. Yeah, he opened the oil reserves, and that oil was pumped on ships and sent to Europe. And now, folks, the puppet is back. The puppet is back, and he's moving his arms, running his mouth, and he says he's going to refill the strategic reserves in the United States of America. He's going to do that, what? At a time, folks, when there's already an energy and oil shortage, which means our United States government out of Washington, D.C. is going to compete with the free market to buy what little oil is available, because there's a shortage. There's not enough to keep us supplied. He is now going to compete with us to refill his strategic reserve, which means prices are going to soar even higher. Once again, he takes an action, cuts our energy supply, our energy security. Then Biden sends our oil elsewhere, overseas. And then Biden says, now I'm going to compete with you as a customer to refill the United States government's oil tanks. The oil tank that we pay to fill. What, so we can send it to some other country and the big guy gets his 10% cut? Unbelievable, folks. And people want to say, I am a conspiracy theorist. All you have to do is look and see that no sane, rational, or patriotic human would ever do this to his own countrymen. Except he's not one of us, folks. He believes he's part of another group. He thinks he's in a big and special club. Oh, he's in a special club, all right. The club of the powerful but useful idiots. It's disgusting. It literally makes me nauseous to think about this guy and what he's doing. How he gleefully takes actions. Oh, it's not just him. Jen Psaki, White House mouthpiece, another puppet. She's always running cover for Biden. When he screws up, she lies about it. When he lies about things, she lies about him. When he tells the truth, she lies about him. Now, yesterday, Biden said the MAGA crowd, the Make America Great Again crowd, are the most dangerous extremists in American history. The most dangerous political extremists in American history. Jen did not come out and deny that. She didn't say, well, it was a little bit bombastic, a little bit over the top. Maybe he was, suffering from a case of dementia-induced hyperbole. No. That is incorrect. Jen Psaki did not come out and defend Joe Biden. She didn't give him a pass. Hey, give him a break, man. Nope, she did not. She says he's going to continue to refer to Americans who do not support him and his puppet regime as extremists. She says that type of rhetoric is going to increase as we get closer to the elections. What does that tell me? That tells me that the puppets are doing exactly as they're told. In other words, there's a group of people, a powerful, powerful group, far above the power of the president who pulls his strings. They want this to happen. They want the Democrats in America to call us extremists. They want to start a civil partisan conflict. They're now ready, folks. Phase 2 of Burn, Baby, Burn. Are you prepared? Yeah, can we stop this? Of course. Can we fight this? Of course. Can we vote this? Of course. Does that mean you're not going to suffer from loss of food, lack of good, safe water? Will your housing be threatened? What about medicine? Can you get it? What about self-defense? Do you need it? All very important questions we need to ask. Why do you think they're censoring you and me? Why do you think they want no free speech? Because the warnings, folks, the warnings that come out and identify. I remember years ago people saying, John, you got to talk about the people who are really in charge. We'll never forget who they are, right? The George Soroses and Mark Zuckerbergs, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, the Obamas, the Clintons, the Windsors, the von Herzogs, the House of Orange, the aristocracy of Europe. They don't want us pointing to them and saying, you are the true power brokers. You are the true masters of these insane puppets who make decisions on our behalf. We elect this puppet or that puppet. And then the puppet does what the puppet master wants. not what the audience wants. We are watching the show. They, folks, the puppet masters, are putting on the show. And they're going to continue to dance about and parade about. They will lie to us. They will weave a yarn, a tale, a story for you to believe. And the censors out there, folks, the Ministry of Truth, the Disinformation Governance Board is going to tell you what you can and can't say, what you can and can't hear. And people just seem to accept it. I am prepared for them, folks, in more ways than one. I sure hope that you are too. We're going to continue to talk about this. I love satire. I love making jokes. I love using philosophy and pointing to truth and fact. I love making prognostications, not based on my spiritual prophetic ability, but rather on my secular prophetic abilities. I want to thank you guys for helping, sharing in this. Wake people up. Click thumbs up to mess with YouTube. Share this video with others so they can wake up. Do everything you can to battle these people, folks. And when people wake up and they see the truth, they see the light, they see the puppet strings, they will think much better of you for helping them along the way. Chance favors the prepared mind. Go to thepreparedmind.club and get what you need. Go to patreon.com and sign up for $2 a month, 7 cents a day. We need all the help we can get to stay right here, right in their faces, examining where this is going. And it's going to hell in a handbasket, as dear old mom would say. Godspeed to you all. Semper Fi.
We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy. And the guys who are the kleptocracies. Of Putin's kleptocracy.